Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and today I am bringing you the last of the process videos for March Build-A-Page. And then this is day number 25 of the Christie's 30 Days of Sketches. And unfortunately, I don't have the sketch in front of me, so I'm sorry I don't have this name of who designed the sketch, but if you go back to picking paper and also adding embellishments, I do show it there. I also, if you go to Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group, you can find the sketch there and who did the sketch. I just apologize, I don't have it in front of me. So with this sketch, it was more like a frame. And instead of doing the frame, multiple frames, as the sketch designer had made, I decided to use this piece of Vicki Boutin's Sweet Rush. And I'm going to use, again, the paper as it was designed, but I want to get that box look. So I'm going to go ahead and cut down and use the star part to have the larger box, and then have the multiple frames going around the outside edge of that square. So here I just went in and kind of figured out where the paper was that I could make the squares where they ended with the stripes that Vicki Boutin put in her page design. And I am going to gut out this little square piece of paper because, again, I can't see wasting paper by layering one on top of the other. So I went ahead and gutted that out. And now I'm just placing that square of star paper over the section that I gutted. And then it had a little bit of overhang, so I just used my Crop-A-Dile, or yeah, it's a Crop-A-Dile crop. I used that to just trim down a little bit of the edge. So now I'm going to go through and kind of figure out where I want my design. Her sketch has 3 photos in it that are vertical, and I'm going with 4 horizontal. So I've kind of got to stretch it out a little bit, and I did want to mat these. So I am using a piece of the paper that we had left over from yesterday's layout, and I'm just going to mat all these onto this darker blue color, and then try and put them back where they kind of were, figuring out the best way to overlap. Usually when I try and overlap photos, I'm looking at the dead space in the photos, where if I have the one photo overlap it, I'm not taking away from the picture itself. So for like the pictures of the football field, the people that are standing on the sideline for the opposing team, it's okay if I cover them up. I know they're there. I don't know any of the people, so I'm not covering up any individuals. Same thing with like feet, or in this section here, I'm covering up bleachers and part of a fence. So you look for what won't take away from the photos. In this layout, my focus is on my 2 grandsons who are on the football team, their teammates, and and then some of the key things in the field, like the line markings or the goal posts or the 10 down. Hello, I'm not getting my football terms correctly. The 10 yard markers that are on the sideline. Those things represent the football game. The rest of it can go away. So here I am, I'm just kind of, again, trying to space them out evenly without cutting anyone off. And now I'm going to go and pick the whole thing back up and try and line it up so that it's even and evenly spaced top, bottom, and sides. The next thing I'm going to do is look at my thickers, and I'm going to try and do my title just like in the sketch. Now, I was going to be very, very original and go with football, and I'm going to move it down just so I can have room for that top photo and the title. Again, thinking of the spacing. And then I changed my mind. Instead of having it be football, I'm just going to change it to good stuff. Again, it would have been easy to go with the football, but trying stretching myself. So I'm going to swap out the F and the T for a G and a D, and I'm going to spell out the word good stuff. And I kind of like that a little bit better. Now, these are made by American Craft, so they are all going to need a little extra help in the adhesive department. So off camera, I will go ahead and add some adhesive. Now, the one downside to switching up my layout like this is I don't have the corner points of that center block that's in the sketch to do like the stars. So what I'm doing is taking the footballs that I know I want into 3 clusters, and I'm kind of placing them where I think they would look good. And then to anchor it, I took these word strips that have the paper clip on them, so they look like they were paper clipped to the side of the page, and that's where I'm going to build up the clusters with the footballs. Now this one journaling spot I had a little bit too low. I'm going to raise that up and then put the larger football down with that. And now I'm just going through the embellishments. Sweet Rush is very candy oriented, very bright colors. It's not what you would first think of for a football layout. However, I'm picking out the tones that I think will go with it. Their outfits are blue, so I'm going with the blue. The field is green, so there's green in this coloring. The stars are orange, so having a little more orange in there is great. There is a little bit of pink in here, but it's not the neon pink. It's more of a muted pink, and so I think we get away with it with all the other embellishments. I am pulling a little bit of red in with the title at the bottom that says right now. I added in another puffy that says you do you. And like with the stars, I had 3 left. I had a red one, a blue one. I decided not to go with a neon pink because, again, it didn't scream football. So I'm going to find a different star or embellishment. I think I find some puffy stars to use there, and also this other little title that said it was a great day. So I think you have to stop and look at your collections and realize that the whole overall collection may not scream boy. It may not, it screams more cotton candy, bright, even almost more girl tone. That's why I've been scrapping all these photos of my daughter from that going to Wisconsin Dells. But there is elements in here that you can pull out to make it a boy layout, and a tough boy layout, being that it's a football game. So the last thing I'm going to do is, again, put these puffy stars on there. I'm just kind of going through each of the elements to see what I can pull out that are boyish. So each of them have a gold arrow. And now the last thing I'm going to do is pull these gold, they're almost like a sequence dot off the chipboard sheet. And that is going to be it for the layout. I think it turned out pretty good for, like I said, having more of a girl toned collection. I pulled out those boy colors and made it work. So I want to thank you so much for playing along this week. I hope you enjoyed our Build-A-Page series. Keep playing along with 30 Days of Sketches, and make sure you check out everyone else who's playing along. Have a great day, and thanks again for joining my channel. Bye-bye.